Courts are supposed to be where criminals face justice, but what happens when they decide to make a run for it? This is Rashad Hawkins, whose dramatic sprint through a Florida courtroom is a moment that no one in the room will forget. Hawkins had just been denied bail on robbery charges when he saw his chance. Leaping over the defense table, he bolted for the exit, weaving past security guards, but his plan quickly fell apart. Watch how this desperate escape unfolds. Rashad Hawkins' escape attempt was pure adrenaline-fueled chaos. As the judge handed down his decision to deny bail, Hawkins saw a small window of opportunity and took it. Leaping from his seat, he darted across the courtroom, knocking over chairs and tables in his path. The room exploded into chaos as officers scrambled to subdue him, but Hawkins had one advantage: speed. He managed to get through the courtroom doors before anyone could react. As security chased him down the hallway, the entire courthouse went into lockdown. But freedom was fleeting. Watch how this wild chase came to a crashing halt. Jason Cordero wasn't just impulsive. His escape attempt was meticulously planned. Cordero had been paying close attention to courtroom security procedures during his drug trial. On the day of his sentencing, he spotted his moment. With guards slightly distracted, Cordero launched from his seat and sprinted toward the courtroom exit. Chaos erupted as he shoved past officers, sprinting down the hall. His plan was to disappear into the maze of courthouse corridors, but his freedom didn't last long. With security closing in, Cordero realized he was trapped. His short-lived escape shows that even the most careful plans can unravel fast. Cody Howard's courtroom escape attempt is one for the history books. Facing multiple felony charges, Howard was cornered with no way out, except for one. Making a run for the doors, Howard led officers on a wild chase down the courtroom halls, creating absolute mayhem in the process. But could he outmaneuver the guards? Facing charges that would likely lock him up for years, had nothing left to lose. Just as the judge finished reading the charges, Howard took off, sprinting toward the nearest exit. The sound of chairs scraping and people shouting filled the room as bailiffs rushed to catch him. His sprint down the courthouse corridors wasn't just desperate, it was calculated. Howard zigzagged through hallways, hoping to throw off his pursuers. For a brief moment, it looked like he might actually pull it off. But with guards on his tail, his freedom was about to be cut short. Joel Delgado had a bold plan. During his trial for armed robbery, Delgado seized an opportunity to break free and ran from the courtroom at lightning speed. His escape set off alarms, but what happened next was even crazier. As officers scrambled to contain the situation, Delgado's sprint quickly turned into a race against time. How far did he get? Joel Delgado's escape attempt was as brazen as it was desperate. During his trial for armed robbery, Delgado had been silently planning his getaway, waiting for the right moment to strike. That moment came during a brief recess. Finally, we have Callum Finter, who managed to slip out of his handcuffs and make a break for it during his trial for assault. Finter's audacious attempt turned the courtroom upside down as he darted towards the exit. But what he didn't account for was just how quickly the bailiffs would respond. This high-stakes chase will leave you on the edge of your seat. Callum Finter's courtroom escape attempt was nothing short of audacious. Shackled and facing serious time for assault, Finter was desperate. While being led out of the courtroom, he made his move, slipping out of his handcuffs in a split second and lunging toward the exit. His unexpected break caught everyone off guard, including the officers stationed nearby. Finter's burst of speed turned a routine court proceeding into a dramatic chase. He dashed through the hallway, narrowly avoiding capture at every corner. The courthouse was thrown into a frenzy as officers rushed to contain the situation, but Finter wasn't about to go down without a fight.